just had wanted to make sure I wanted to delete some other lectures I had that already uploaded, just in case sometimes it's getting a good habit. You know, like I said, if somebody's late logging in or somebody for whatever reason, little extra cover your bases or that by me just copying what we talk about and then uploading it that way. You know, just making sure. Or if you were here and something that you just forgot, needed to fast forward or whatnot, like watching a movie. So anyway, so welcome here on this lovely windy day. Okay, roads aren't bad, but it's a little windy out there, so in the snow. Okay, I'll be your host for today as usual. Okay, so a couple things today on this Friday. All right, the project that we talked about last week, and I taped the material or the lecture to clarify on that as far as little one page. We did a little random. Element, and at the end here when I'm done, if you needed clarity again, I know a couple people reached out about forgetting the element that we had assigned for your project, that I can cover that with you. Just be patient here. But you have a week from yesterday, I believe, and that what it was, to where the little one-page informative paper, most of you, I saw some people already submitted some stuff, and then at least taking a picture of your model. All right. And then it looks like then after next week, then that Monday you'll be able to bring them in. So if it's submitted in on time, obviously then you would just bring it in here so that I can display it. So, but the biggest thing is so it's on time. Or what I might do is cross that bridge next week, which would be we see each other Tuesday, not Thursday. So next week is President's Day on Monday, no school, nothing. So then it is A day, right? On Tuesday. No, I see on Thursday. Yeah, that's right. So A day is 1357 on Tuesday. And then, of course, the study day on Wednesday, then Thursday. So, yes, I will see you then that Thursday here, 246. And then there's no school on Friday. And then the following Monday, depending on which hybrid they adopt, I didn't hear if it's AB or AABB. Regardless, we'll have that for 2 weeks, and then we're supposed to be back full boat. I'll see all of you in class that 1st of February. So, kind of that's the direction, what I saw and what I interpreted from last night. But we got plenty of time, and you guys are more in tune with exactly from the messages and so on. So, okay, so anybody I don't think had any questions, or if they did, they were answered last week with the Simple Cell project. And remember, the resources you use for making your model, I mean, it can be anything and everything. Whatever you need to create your orbits, your protons, neutrons, electrons, for each element. You're just bringing it to life the same way you did on paper the last two little homework assignments where we were practicing laying that stuff out on the worksheets. The one we went over. Hello.
So I don't have all the things I need to make my atom.
Yeah.
So my mom's gonna go by Walmart and see if she can find some wires and some small styrofoam balls to make it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
anything, or if you want to emphasize, I had one person one time took notebook paper, and they took and they wadded up into little tiny balls, or maybe some colored. And then they took 3M tape, and held them together with that. And then they stuck, if you don't want to do it that way, took a wire hanger and just undid the wire hanger, in your closet from the thing. And, so, you don't if it's no big deal I just don't want you to have to go out and feel you have to get the supplies. So don't go out of your way.
My mom's a very creative person.
Okay,
so
all right. So that's perfectly.
And all those things, she saw me. She was like, "That's all we're gonna do." I was like, "Okay, fine."
Okay,
so,
sounds good to me. Yeah, but if it comes in a bind like that, like guys here in Artie's question, just be intuitive. I mean, I don't care. I like I said, I had that one gentleman years ago. I wish he left it with me. He was in metals class, and he welded it. It was really cool. It looked like something if you had to put a chain on, it looked like something out of a medieval weapon a knight would use when he was done with it, but it was really cool. But that kind of stuff. It actually was the same one that made my virus, that one thing I got over here for my Bio 2 class that he made me a virus out of and power coded and everything. So don't have that, but if you're okay with that, that's fine too. All right. So we got that covered. So of the 18 of you, gave you some really good easy elements to cover, and so on like that. All right. So second was, instead of giving you more problems, and they're in the little review thing that I'll explain in a second that I posted up, just a real quick here, and you can see it behind me, the little simple rules all right, from a couple weeks ago, which was from that 4.4, which was where we were taking the periodic table. There's my periodic table. Periodic table. We were taking this, okay, and locating the element and finding the atomic mass, then we'd round up, okay? So then remember, 1 unit of the atomic mass of whatever the element was, for whatever purpose, is the same as saying 1 mole unit. So we are converting if we had it in grams, in mass, or in moles, meaning 1 unit of the element. So remember the little formula is, if I have the mass, which is grams, okay? Remember that, put that right there, remember, that's always gonna be in grams, okay? That's your atomic mass, and I need to know what it is, how many moles, then I'm going to take that mass given, look at my periodic table, and then look at the atomic and divide that into that, which is going to make this answer smaller. Remember, if I'm going from mass to moles, I'm going to divide, and my answer should be smaller than the original mass, okay? And that's labeled in moles, right? That's an easy way to check it. But if it's the other way, if I say I've got 2.4 moles of carbon, and I want to know how many grams that is, I would need to remember, same thing, look at the atomic mass on my periodic table, all right, whatever that is, and then I will take that moles times that number, and then I just put the abbreviation grams behind it, and that tells me how many moles is equal to that mass. So this answer will be small, and when I'm going from moles to mass, it's going to be bigger. So that's another little tidbit check to make sure I went dividing or multiplying when I'm converting mass to moles or moles to mass, okay? Is if my answer in this particular case, like I said, it'll be go from a bigger number to a smaller because I'm dividing. In this case, it's a small number, it'll timesing, my answer should be a little bigger and listed in grams, okay? So I just wanted to point that out to you. It's been a few weeks because instead of giving you more problems with that, there were a couple on the review, so that was perfectly fine. So I wanted to give you that little reminder formula if you forgot it, which was okay, or you didn't want to dig it out from your PowerPoint, but here's a pretty easy conversion. You can just freeze the screen, zoom in, see it. Okay, I remember that. Mass to moles, divide, moles to mass, times. What I divide by or what I multiply by is the atomic mass number of the element, and then I just look at my periodic table, okay? All right, so what I posted up there for you is, and I explained it to you also in Schoology, is the simple review guide, multiple choice, fill in the blank that. Okay, here's what I would like to do. By midnight on Sunday, okay, what I need you to do is submit your answers. I don't care if they're wrong. You're not counted off if they're wrong, okay, under the circumstances, okay? It's a completion that, right? But, so each one was worth half, so it's worth 35 points. So then what I will do on Monday is I will put it as a page. I will post the answers because we don't have class, but I will post it on Monday, all right? So then you can check your answers. So you'll have the exact answers. And since you're at home and not taking it here in class, you know, you have all the resources to, let's be honest, get 100% on the open multiple choice, you know how it works, the same thing, but just having that, opening that up for you guys to do, right? So you have your resources, you'd have the review guide, it's a completion one, so as long as they're submitted by midnight on Sunday, and then the answers, that's all. I mean, like I said, you could miss them all, which I know you won't, and you won't get counted off for that, right? So that's the stipulation with that, is it's not like, gosh, that's a lot of work, I got other stuff to do, right? I understand the circumstances with that, okay? But then that will put us when, after next week, we'll be able to start in kind of fresh or from there and see where we go the following week, because I wanted to give you just a few extra points in that test quiz category for your semester grade, which you guys have all been doing well, but that kind of helps in that capacity a little bit. And so if I give this to you now and I post the answers by Sunday morning, and the little test is for you to take, obviously, literally open note, and it wouldn't be till Thursday. That gives you plenty of time between Monday, day off. I don't even see you Tuesday. You have the answers, which if you were sitting in front of me, I would go over them like you do and record it. But like I said, as long as you submit it on Sunday or on time, you get the full homework credits. So that's easy stuff for you to do, right? Okay. So you can write the answers on your own piece of notebook paper and submit them that way, because if you don't want to print out, you know, I realize there's 3 or 4 pages here with that. You know, you don't understand that works. And then what I will do is I'll fill this completely out where you'll see how to match it, and then when I upload this, you'll see the answers with the questions. I won't like have them handwritten separate, so you'll be able to literally look from this on the submission on Monday when I post it for you, and it would be your study guide right there, almost like a PowerPoint, because I'll have the answers written in on this for you, okay? So I think that's pretty fair. I think that would be a fair way to do it that way. You get a little bit of gauge on how well you did, compare, plus you have the right answers in plenty of time, 3-4 days before I open it up, and you can take it on your own leisure in that whole time. Plus you have, the open notes in front of you, because it's, you're taking it at home, right? So hopefully that makes sense, right? So between now and next week, so all you really need to work on right now, unless you're behind on something, which a couple of you said, but if you're all caught up, which a lot of you are, it's just finishing between now and next week your little element project, and then the review guide that then I'll post the answers. So that's, you got a good week. It's not overwhelming, but you just have the project to finish by next Thursday, and then you would have this little open note review guide quiz test chapter 4 over that by next Thursday too. But so hopefully that all makes sense. Okay, I know I see about 4 or 5 of your faces. Okay, no problem. A couple of you said internet down, but the good thing about it is, since I'm recording this, when it does come back up and you get back on Schoology, you could listen to my voice there, or see my face, or whatever it is, and that way you're not missing anything. Okay, so I think I covered everything for you, other than if you, like I said, needed. Let's see. Ryan, one of your questions was bromine. You had element 35 bromine, bromine, element bromine, because you said you couldn't remember what yours. So you were choice 18, so you were bromine, if you hear me. Okay, so you're there somewhere. Where'd you go? I don't see Brian. He was just there. Maybe he logged out on accident. Maybe he'll come back in. Maybe he might have got dropped from. But he was asking, he couldn't remember his element. So does everybody that's logged in here remember their element? If not,
I don't remember mine.
You don't? Okay. I'll have to look back on my master sheet. But if what you could also do is go back to January 12th lecture when we did it that day. You remember when you picked your number, Peyton? And you just...
You weren't there for that class.
Oh, you weren't there? Oh, you're one of my ones that weren't there. Okay. All right, so I'll have to assign you one. So, okay, that's good enough. So Peyton needs... All right. Okay. That's right. There were a couple of you that were not there that day, so I'll get you an element assigned here when I'm done talking to everybody. Is Peyton the only one that's online here with me that doesn't have their element? I think everybody else was here. Okay, cool. All right. So, if you have any questions or anything, comments, concerns, first things first is obviously ducks in a row, finish your little page, paper, and project. If you need a review on that, that's the January 12th material from Tuesday. All you have to do is watch the short minute lecture, me explaining everything just like I did here again, but in full detail, and so on with that. Okay, just went over it again. And then you have the review guide, which is posted there for you guys. Need your answers submitted on Schoology to me by midnight on Sunday for the completion. Then I will post the answers again, like I said, on Monday morning, so you can compare and contrast until I see you again on Thursday. Okay? So, does anybody have any questions? And once again, here's that little formula to remind you that I talked about for the few short problems that may show up on the review guide. But some of you may already remember it. Mass to moles, moles to mass, times or divide. You might already have that memorized. Okay? I don't know. Okay? But if not, here it is. And it's in your notes, and it's in your PowerPoints multiple times. Okay? All right. Any questions? Okay. All right. So for that capacity, Peyton, can you hear me? You have element 22, titanium, what the space shuttle's made out of. Okay. Element 22, titanium. That's your element. Okay. Okay. Oh, Ryan, you're back. Bromine, Brian, you hear me? Nope. He was there and he's back. He must be losing connection. Oh, well, I'll email. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Peyton, Brandon, Colin. All right. So, no other questions? All right. Nobody? Okay. Miles, okay, you're good. Some of you guys, it looks like you're popping in and out of possible connection there or whatnot. But that's all I have for that. So everybody here that's logged in, looking at me and listening to me has their element now. Peyton has his, and I believe, look at my list, everybody I'm looking at has theirs. So if you have any questions, ask now, or never for hold your peace, or you can ask me later. I'm not going to log out, but you're free to go with me. So you got the review guide and your cell project that you need to be working on between now and next Thursday when I see you, okay? But if you have a question, you can stay on and ask me, or come back on. I'm not going to log out until about 10:45, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, not 10:45. Fourth hour would be 11:45. 11:45, okay? All right? Okay.
Mr. Meyer.
Who's talking? Is that Ryan?
Miles.
Oh, what's up, Miles?
What's my what is mine for the project?
Element again? Okay, I have to look that back up. All right, so I need to look up Miles element. So if you're good to go, so I need to look up Miles. Who else needs theirs? Look back
Good
up.
weekend.
Yep, you too. Thanks, buddy. All right, is Miles the only one? So I make sure I don't have any other questions. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Miles, let me look yours back up here real quick. I'm actually going to go to the lecture. January 12th. I have to listen to the lecture here because I can't find my sheet written down. Waiting patiently here. Oh, here we go. Hear that? Miles, you're aluminum, element 13. Aluminum.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet, buddy. Had to just wait patiently there. Okay, bud, take care. Do you think? Let me know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
What's up, Aud?
Mr. Meyer,
Yes, ma'am.
what's the study guide?
Oh, okay. So if you have your classroom open, okay, or if you look, okay, just real quick looking at it. If you look down at the bottom of chapter 4, it says January 15th review questions. It looks just like this, okay, the standard thing. So you being awesome that you always are there, you'll just answer them, okay. As long as your answers are submitted by midnight on Sunday, you'll get the 35 homework points, and then I will post the answers first thing Monday morning. What I'll probably do is I'll probably post them at 12:01 on midnight. Okay, no big deal. But you won't be counted off if you're any wrong, and that way you have plenty of time to check your answers and stuff before the open note test on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Any other questions? Okay, awesome. All right, I'll be still here if you need anything. I'm gonna shut off the thing so I don't eat up more memory real quick.